Welcome back to, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Welcome back to day 31 of my horror movie recommendation series. The last day of this entire series. Oh boy, this has been like a long time coming. And a lot of work has went into this. I didn't realize how much work this was gonna be until I started doing this shit. But here we are at the end. And as I said yesterday, this is a movie that I consider one of my favorite movies of all time. And you probably know it already, most likely. And it is, of course, The Thing. This is John Carpenter's science fiction horror masterpiece, and one of the movies that I watched the most times throughout my life. On an American research facility, when one day a Norwegian man is chasing a dog from a helicopter, and they don't understand why, and he's like, the Norwegian man seems completely crazy about like killing the dog. But because he's so aggressive in the way, they kill him off. The Norwegian, not the dog. Now, not understanding the craziness of the Norwegian man, they take the dog and put it into the kennel with the rest of the dogs while they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But one night in the kennel, the dog just transformed into the most horrific alien monster being that you have ever seen put on screen. The American researchers managed to take out the creature, more confused than anything. They now have to like traverse into like the Norwegian base that is nearby. And what greets them is a fucking horror show. Every man is dead either by their own hand or some monstrosity that's been chasing them on the facility. The Americans then take a mutated corpse back to their own base for research purposes, which they shouldn't have fucking done. Because the alien creature that's caused all the chaos is still alive in the body and is trying to consume the other members of the research facility and replace them in the facility. The creature has this ability for when they consume a person, they can gain all the knowledge and like blend in as that person would. Act and think in a situation. Makes like a perfect copy almost. This is the body horror movie when every like fan of practical effects like goes back to, because it is like bloody amazing in its effects. I have not seen anything quite like this, and I don't think I'll see anything quite like this ever again. Also, just really love all the characters in this movie because most of them are just like really intelligent. There's not this like regular stupid shit you get to see in a horror movie where someone is like running up the stairs or keeps falling over themselves. These are intelligent men who are dealing in a really unfair and creepy situation, and it's great to see that they're not just bumbling fools. That they're their own cause for their own destruction. It is like just that the creature is so foul and monstrous that they're doing, even though they're doing the best they can, the creature is still getting them. And the tension between all the characters is just wonderful because you never know who could have been possessed or like replaced by the monster. Not you as the viewer and not them as the character. And it just gives this tension that just makes your toes all curl up. Like I remember the first time watching this, I was like on the edge of my seat, and it took a little while because the movie is a little slow. It has this like slower tempo than a lot of other horror movies, at least in the beginning, and then it just picks up like a fucking gunshot. Fuck me, I still remember like the first time I watched it, I just recorded it as a midnight horror movie from a movie channel we had back in the day, and I watched it the day after I got home from school, and I was just like having it running in the background while doing some homework on a laptop, and giving it like half attention that it deserved. And then suddenly the dog kennel scene happened, and I was like blown away by the bloody effects, and I just closed down my laptop, put it aside. I even remember like the bloody movement. It just spilled into my body this day of closing the bloody laptop and just giving the movie my full attention right now. And oh my god. And it just like, it blew my little teenage mind when I watched it for the first time. The characters are also just great throughout the whole movie. Kurt Russell, who's this helicopter pilot, MacReady, is just this, again, both very smart, but he's also this kind of like sassy character that I just love. The most baffling thing about this movie was when it was first released, it was considered a flop. I think it was even nominated for a Razzie for the music, and the music is bloody great in this movie. Everything is great, the effects, the characters, the acting is like some of the best horror movies that you can get anywhere. masterpiece, in my opinion. Masterpiece in both like movies and horror movies alike. This movie has just later on then inspired a ton of filmmakers and entertainers in so many ways. Like, I know this movie is based off the short story Who Goes There, but this one has just taken the whole vibe and just made it its own. It's made its own damn bloody thing. And I'm not kidding when I say this is the movie that I watched the most time in my life. I had a long period of my life as a teenager when I would get home from school. If there was nothing worth watching on TV, I would put on The Thing. That just means that I watched this movie more times than any other movie ever. These days I'm trying to like save it for special occasions. I'm trying to not watch it more than one time a year, because I could definitely like put this thing on. Like even like earlier today, I was like recording footage to show here on the video today for The Thing, and I just kept watching instead of just like just getting the bits that I needed. I just kept watching the movie. I recorded like 50 minutes of footage for the movie when I was probably only gonna need like 30 seconds in total for the video. Because it is so great. I just kept watching the scenes out. It's just amazing movie. If you have not watched The Thing, if you're a horror fan, of course you have watched The Thing. If not, then shame on you. If you have not watched The Thing, go watch this movie. It's like one of the best ones out there. And yeah, this marks the end of my little horror movie recommendation series. 31 days, 31 horror movies. Holy crap, hopefully someone has watched this series. I'm really hoping someone has watched this series. I really hope someone, that I'm not just been talking to myself this past month. That would be like really awesome. Also, I know I said it a couple of times throughout this series, but I really appreciate it if you would press that like and subscribe button. I'm doing a little challenge for myself. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in less than a year. So hopefully by the next October, I'll have 1,000 subscribers on this channel. I'm crossing my fingers. I know on my old channel it took me like a lot longer than that to hit 1,000 subscribers, but I'm trying to hit a goal this time, like make a challenge out of it. So hopefully you guys will help me do that, and it would mean the absolute world to me if we could get like 1,000 subscribers in less than a year. And also, please, for the love of God, write down in the comment section, tell me all your own favorite horror movies, what underrated movies there are that I should maybe like check out or maybe talk about for next year. And hey, even leave some ideas for what to do with this channel in the future. I have some ideas for like just trailer reactions of course just me like talking about movies could be fun, and showing off like recent pickups, and just like shooting shits and balls, and I don't know, that's probably not an English expression, but I'm making it one. So yeah, thank you everyone. I hope you have a really happy Halloween. Have a happy, scary, awesome Halloween. Watch a lot of horror movies, eat a lot of candy, and yeah, stay fucking awesome, guys. And thank you guys for watching, and take care.